Girl. Put my chain on right. Okay, period. Girl, we is in the building. I am here. This is a different, okay, we gonna scoot right here. This is a different background from where I usually am and where I live at. So actually this is the room right next to mine and it's completely empty. It's for when my homegirls come over, you know what I'm saying? But all that to say, as y'all can read by the mother freaking title, I have another crazy story time. And crazy part, this just happened to me like last week. Like literally last week, y'all. So I don't want to take too much of y'all time, but we just gonna hop straight into the video. Okay, so to start the video, we gotta go back to 2024. A lot happened in 2024, and that was honestly me learning about myself and Mr. West with the brand I was building and I'm currently building. So let's just take it back to 2024. So 2024, I used to be on a dating platform. This dating platform was by the name of BLK, right? When I was on BLK, I really was using BLK just to get my Instagram numbers up because I'm like, okay, I got a whole bunch of women on my Instagram, but the dudes and the gay dudes, like, you know, y'all need to start interacting with my Instagram. So I would really like be on there for like some cool shit, like some cool time. So I was on BLK or whatever. This is when I was just moving back to New Orleans or whatever, cool. Got on BLK. Girl, and it was this boy. We gonna call him by the name of Sam. And this is who the story is about, Sam. Sam and I matched. Sam is not somebody who I would particularly go out with. So if we can talk about my type, just so we can understand my type, and I'm gonna make a whole separate video about this. My type is short, light skins or dark skins. I am more like of a brown skin, so I don't really want nobody that's brown skin because then me and that person will look like brothers. So I would rather either have a real light skin or a short dude that's dark skin or short light skin, you know what I'm saying? So then we just look like we go together. That's just my personal preference. That's what I like. That's what I'm attracted to. Cool. So this boy, Sam, he was brown skin and he was about 6 foot. I'm 6'1", so it's like already like, whoa, but I digress. Cool. Me and him talking, whatever, we exchanged Instagrams. So I'm gonna be okay, whatever, cool. So this is when I'm just now moving back to the city because this is college move-in weekend. However, I had a whole bunch of matches from when I had left the last time inside of May, and he was just so happened to be one of them. So I hit him up, you know, because we had exchanged Instagrams. Cool, exchanged Instagrams, hit him up. When I hit him up, I'm like, you know, hey, I'm gonna be, you know, in the city, whatever, you know, let's hang, whatever, cool. We talked, whatever. He said, like, yeah, cool, fast forward. Now it's actual time I'm in the city. I'm in the city, what's up? You know, I'm in Miami feeling up for nothing, like tight timing. Cool. So I hit him up, I'm like, yeah, hey, like I'm in the city, da, da, da. And this is during like, I guess you could say movement weekend. This is actually another pivotal point when the last story time, this is when I had my own hotel room. Like when my mama gave me my hotel room. I've had hotel rooms by myself, but I was in college, in my college city. So I was like, okay, girl, this is tea. So had my own hotel room, whatever. So I hit him up, I'm like, yeah, like I got me a telly. Well, you know, I'm in a telly. You know, let's hang or whatever. He was like, no, I can't right now, I'm at work. So I'm like, okay, you know, I'm not one personally to stop anybody's hustle. So I'm like, okay, cool, you know, that's what's up. I didn't even know homeboy had a job because, again, I didn't care that much. So he was like, yeah, you know, I just am working at this restaurant until I graduate. You know, I'm going to go back to school or whatever. Mind you, this is around the time students are starting to go back to school. Cool, no biggie. So what I do, I'm like, okay, what restaurant you work at? Mind you, the hotel I was staying in, the solo telly I had, that was in downtown New Orleans. He was like, I work at this restaurant by the name of We just gonna call it Bourbon's. However, it's on Canal Street, and that restaurant got a good grilled shrimp and grits plate. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So he like, yeah, I work here. So I'm like, oh no, that's crazy. Like, you know, my telly right around the corner, whatever. He said, yeah, come see me in my break. So what did I do? I was being, you know, young, wild, and free. I was being, you know, a little sluttish. I went to go see him on his break. So went literally up the street and busted a right. And I was from my hotel, went up the street, busted a right. And he like, yeah, this is where I work, you know, cool, whatever. So go to the job. I'm texting him, I'm like, I'm outside. So he come outside. The break was all of maybe 15 minutes. We chopping it up, whatever. You know, he said, I gotta go back inside. I guess him bringing a nigga to the actual facility or to the job drew like a whole bunch of attention because he don't usually have no emotion going on. So, cool. So he had a whole bunch of, I guess you could say, attention because I was up there and he not usually used to having that type of attention. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm gonna see you later. So me and him did like a quick, okay, cool. So mind you, just keep that in the back of your head. Me and him kissed on the first link. This is when I was, yeah, listen. That's when I was on some whole other shit. Like on some for real whole other shit. Like it'll never happen. No. I'm scared. I don't know what. Yeah. Fast forward. Me and him keep talking, but homeboy, like I said he had to go to school. So me and him continue following each other. However, I understood that he went to school out of state. Also, a key detail that we must throw in there is that he went to a PWI. Why is this a key detail? This is a key detail because I do not talk to boys who go to PWIs. Typically. I will make an exception if the dude's hella cute. However, I do not like talking to men who go to PWIs because as of current state, I'm a college student. I'm an HBCU student. I'm an HBCU advocate. And you go into a PWI, you don't understand not only my struggles, but you don't understand the moments when I feel the best inside of my actual area. Like, yeah, I'm ready to get the hell out of here as of current day. Like, yeah, Dillard, yeah, I'm ready to go. However, like, I still enjoy my time at a PWI. It's more so like you grab your education, you go. A PWI is a drive-through, in my opinion, a drive-through education. But that's just what I feel. I feel how I feel. So he went back to his PWI. When he went back to his PWI, like I said, me and him stayed in communication. Okay, cool. Now we're back to current state. Now we're in 2025, senior year part 2. Yes, this is senior year part 2 for me, Mr. Westwood, senior year part 2. I'll do my own, I guess you could say video about that as well. But yeah, this is senior year part 2. Part 1 obviously wasn't enough. I didn't get him enough hell at Dillard University. So I guess I had to do another one too. And that's good because, I feel good for furthering my education. However I do it. Cool. So, he's now graduated. He's seeing that I'm back in the city on Instagram. So he started texting me. Okay, cool. Me and him chopping it up. I'm like, yeah, let's hang. Like, that's cool. We're now in the 3rd week of school. Cool. He say, okay, let's hang. Because we have been, missing each other. Because he'll be busy, I'll be busy. But more so me being busy because he really don't have no life. He just go to work, go home. Uber to work, Uber home. But I digress. Homeboy and I finally link up. He Ubers to where I am. Mind you, I haven't seen this man in a year. He pulls up, he has facial hair. Yeah, I'm growing facial hair, but I would prefer, and this is another thing about me, I would prefer if my man did not have facial hair, or if he did, I would just prefer if my dude didn't have facial hair. I like my dude to be cute, short, and prissy and real girly and gay. But he was real girly and gay, but he was 6 feet and I guess with whatever I'm trying to grow. Cool. So it was no issue. It was still a good interaction. So on the first link, he wanted to go to the bar for Tap Out Tuesday. Tap Out Tuesday is this bar me and my homegirl Lauren, we go to. And when we go there, it's all you can drink on Tuesdays for $10. Will I disclose this bar? No, because I do not want a whole bunch of college students inside of there because, baby, this is an old head bar. And if you can't hang and if you OD up in there, they will put you up out of there. So I'm not want to give a referral. Cool. So me and him, was supposed to go to Tap Out Tuesday. However, it just got too late. It's only from 5 to 8. By the time he came and I got situated and threw an outfit on, it was about 6 o'clock, almost 6:30. I missed too much drinking, and I feel like, I still would have got my $10 worth, but I like being there from the start to the complete finish. I like when they ring the bell and like, hey, but last call for the $10 drinks. Okay, cool. So what did I do? He Ubered himself over here. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I took the initiative, and me, him, and then my homegirl Lauren, cause she was out and shit. Me and him, we was vibing, we was chilling, but she's coming. Of course, my dog is coming. So all three of us, we hit the car. We ordered the car, whatever. Take it to the daiquiri shop. Cool. This is me and my homegirl favorite daiquiri shop right here. So we go up in there. It was cool vibes. It was him in the middle. Lauren in the middle. Me on the left-hand side and him on the right-hand side. Now, initially, I was like, well, why am I not sitting next to my dude? But again, I haven't seen him in over a year, so I don't want to just initially, push up on him. Me and you go together, because, baby, we don't. We had a great time. However, baby boy, he can drink, but he can't drink like that. Like, me and Lauren, we really pros when it comes to this shit. So, it's like we know how to drink, but he got like a medium daiquiri, and I bought it. So it was like, girl. But I like an extra large daiquiri if I'm finna go to the daiquiri shop and put an extra tequila shot in the cup. But that's just me personally. So that experience was cool. When we come back to my living quarters, it's me, him, and Lauren. We all, I guess you could say tipsy. However, I still had like 1/4 still left of my daiquiri because I got an extra large with that shot of tequila, tequila. Hello? So I'm like, okay, well, I still want to feel myself. Like, I still want to feel the daiquiri when I get out the shower. So that little bit, I'm going to save it for after I get out the shower, and I'm just going to get in the shower as soon as I go in my room. So come up in my space, get in the shower, him and Lauren still talking or whatever within my comment area. I get out the shower, I go into my room and lay down. I'm sipping on my daiquiri, baby, that was it. Mr. West was out for the night. Yeah, once I showered, because first of all baddies shower before they get in the bed. It don't matter how drunk you get. If you are considering yourself a baddie, you must wash your face, brush your teeth, and throw on a new set of clothes and shower as well before you lay inside of your clean bed, because these are clean sheets, these are clean pillows, these are satin pillows, and shit costs, and you don't want your shit to stink in case you have company. Fuck that. You don't want your shit to stink for you. Do it for you. You need to be inside a nice shit. Period. You need to be inside of nice stuff. So, cool. And this is really bothering me because it's like, this is just so fresh. Like, I just got done cursing him out this morning. But I fall asleep, whatever. He must Uber home, whatever. Lauren go. But Lauren don't leave my space with him here. Lauren let him order his Uber home. And he go home. And, Lauren go back upstairs, back to her living quarters. Okay, cool. That was a great experience. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Text him in the morning. I'm like, hey. And at this time, me and him was still sharing locations. Like, who did I feel like sharing locations with a dude that's not even my dude? But I'm like, okay, we building on something. Like, we building on some type of principle. Or I wouldn't even say principle. We building some type of foundation. I wouldn't say foundation. Bitch, we're just getting to know each other. Me and him is just getting to know each other. So we getting on that type of time. And so, cool, I share my location with you. And on top of that, you was in my space. So it is what it is. Cool. And key tip. Let me tell y'all this. If you share your location with somebody, they're going to feel like you the number one. Like, and you they number one. Whole time, if you just share your location with all of your dudes or all your girls, they'll all feel like they number one, and they'll just fall in line. But that's just, if you know what I'm saying, if you get what I'm saying, cool. For those who was pushing pick, other week go past, we didn't hang out because I had a chapter meeting on that Tuesday. Next Tuesday, come back around. Homeboy hit me up. He like, yeah, let's fuck with Tap Out Tuesday. So I'm like, okay, that's cool because I really, really do this drinking shit and I would love to go to Tap Out Tuesday. So he said, I'm going to come over. Monday, he called me. He like, yeah, I'm coming over tomorrow. We're going to have a good time. Cool, fine. Tuesday come. He blowing up my phone mid brownie sale. You know, me and my homegirl, we push brownies. He calling my phone mid brownie sale like, yeah, where you at? You know, it's almost time for us to go to Tap Out Tuesday. I'm like, my boy, I'm out here, hustling. Like me and my girl, we out here, selling our baked goods. It is what it is. So you gonna have to calm down. So I tell him like, give me until like 4:30. So around 4:30. Homeboy pulls up. He don't call my phone and basically say, I'm on the way. He texts my phone at 4:30 and say, hey, I'm on my Uber and I'm like 6 minutes away. What the hell? Boy, I still got product to sell. But you know what? Me and Lauren, we like, you know what? He cool as hell from last time. So we're going to stop selling for the day. We're going to go to the room, whatever, kick it, talk to him, whatever. Cool, it's just going to be what it's going to be. Homeboy come. He's sitting down in the front of my living quarters on the outside because he doesn't have a key. And I shout out to Dillard University IC for having a ID, needing an ID to be able to get into these new buildings because these bitches is too nice just for random people to be in here. He come in, he's sitting on the outside. He look at me like Rochelle. I'm walking up. I'm like, boy, what's wrong with you? He like, well, damn, what took you so long? I'm like, boy, like, calm down. It was like all of 3 minutes. And it's hot, but it ain't that hot in Louisiana, like on that specific day. But it be hot down here. So I'm like, okay, cool. We talking outside. It's me, him, and Lauren. We sitting down talking. He didn't even bought a brownie. Yeah, you bought a brownie. You was one of my clients. You was one of my customers. You bought one. I made you pay $5 for the brownie, and that was it. Cool. But I'm like, okay, I bought your daiquiri last time. So, if I asked you to buy this brownie for $5, just fuck with me on the brownie because, I bought the daiquiri for you last time, and I'm not saying this is an exchange thing, but, I'll do something for you, you do something for me. Cool, and it's only $5. This ain't even a Little Caesars pizza. So he bought the brownie girl. We talking, whatever. He's telling me about work. Homegirl to my left. We gonna give her the name Shakira. Shakira to the left of me. I met her, we was just probably downstairs talking before. She heard over here all these problems that's going on in her job, at his job. Mind you, he's a restaurant manager. He a restaurant manager. He said he complained to me and Lauren as if we staff on the team or whatever. We really, honestly, don't give a fuck. But we gonna listen because you cool as hell at the time. So we listening. When we listening, homegirl was like, I'm looking for a job, so it is what it is. So he like, girl, you sure you don't want to work? You sure you want to work with me? Like, it be a lot going on. She like, baby, I'll give me a job, so it is what it is. So I'm like, yeah, like, get her information. Like, y'all said he's talking. He's had steady selling problems and shit like that. But my girl need a job. Like, she can come up in there and swoop that shit up. Like, Shakira gonna be about her shit. She gonna be about her money. So put my girl on the roster. Y'all obviously don't have that much motion. And if she says she got experience, hey, my girl need a job. She got her bills and she needs to get paid. And y'all job, your restaurant needs to bring in some more customers. So, it's a win-win. They exchange information. Cool. After that, I'm like, okay, well, I gotta go upstairs and change because I didn't like I wouldn't even say I didn't like the outfit. I just wasn't bar ready. I look like I just got done selling. So I went upstairs, got ready. He's sitting in my comment area. He hopped on the phone with one of his coworkers, talk about work for about 30 minutes while I'm getting ready. Okay, girl, what it is. Lauren, she went upstairs, got ready, came back down. Okay, cool. Now we are ready to go to the bar. We go downstairs, leave out my living quarters. Cool. Head out, head to the bar. Mind you, as I'm walking to the bar, I'm on the phone with home team AKAs. We on the phone. We on a business call. It is what it is. So I'm on a business call. I'm not finna be sitting up here talking to you. So his ass still trying to talk to me like when we walk into the bar. Mind you, it's like a 3-minute way, a walk from where I live at. So I'm like, yeah, but I'm on a call though. So yeah, I'm sitting listening to them. I'm talking to them. We talking about these events we got coming up, the collaboration. Cool. Lauren just went into the bar by herself. And then Sam was finna go into the bar. However, that's when he was like, yeah, my friend finna be pulling up. Now, he did mention his friend was coming as like when he was at my spot. Like when he was sitting down looking like Rochelle, and we was sitting down talking before he started complaining about his job to Shakira. He did mention it. However, I didn't honestly care or I didn't take mental note of it because I'm like, girl, what if his friend don't come? Like, I don't know. I just wasn't honestly current. But I'm like, okay, so okay, cool. But I told him that I must be going. I was like, okay, before you look at your friend, like, I gotta be gone before 8 o'clock. I have to be going before 8 o'clock. I got shit to do. He was like, what? But he kept asking me, what the fuck do I got to do? But it was like, don't be worried about what I got to do. No, on the back end, I had to go out with another dude because it was his birthday. So, you know, I had to cut shit short with Sam so I can go out with birthday boy. Yeah, I had to go out with birthday boy. So I had to make sure if birthday boy said he was going to be outside waiting on me. And I wanted to leave the bar at like 7:45 to make sure I made it to birthday boy on time. Cool. So now we are back to the actual story. He go get his friend when I'm outside waiting on the phone. His friend walk up. I'm like, wait, is friend a YN? Like, what's going on? Pants sagging. He got all black on, baby. Mind you, it's not hot outside, like hella heat, like hella Louisiana heat, but it's hot outside. So, too hot for a jacket, especially a black one. So we got a full black jacket on, jeans sagging, ass out. Like, it was tea. Like, he looked like a YN. But, like I said, I like my dude was gay. So, I mean, yeah, he was cute. But it was like, okay, well, we can be homies or we can be cool. Like, nice to meet you. So he walked up, he like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hey, how you doing? He was real shy. I'm like, you know, my name is Richie, and, you know, my name is Mr. Westwood. It is what it is, you know. He said his name is Septum, and why is his name Septum? Baby, he walk up, and all I noticed is this septum in his face. A fat-ass bull ring, a motherfucking nose piece. Bitch, his shit looked like, just give me that. Like, that's what it just gave. It was just a humongous septum because his nose was small. So, the YN with the septum, he like, hey, you know, but he's real shy, he's real soft-spoken. I know I can be overbearing. I am 6'1", I have a fat mouth, and then on top of that, I'm like, tea as shit, and on top of that, I had that shit on that day. So, yeah, I know I can be a little bit intimidating. So, I didn't want to just roar on him, but I still wanted to be authentic. I still wanted to be myself. So he go into the bar. Mind you, Sam paid for him to go into the bar because he like, Sam said that Septum said he didn't have no cash. And the bar was like, okay, well, if you don't have cash, then you can Apple Pay it or Cash App it. However, it's not going to be 10, it's going to be 12. So then that's when Sam was like, yeah, I got 10 in cash here. Mind you, but I paid for Sam to get in. So I'm like, okay, you know, that's cool. Basically, he didn't lose or gain no money because I paid for him to get in and then he paid for Septum to get in. Cool. That's cool. Get into the bar, you know, see the people, see Ma, like, shit cool, like, we vibing, and it is what it is. Lauren sipping wine because she got shit to do. She in there doing homework. We're going to insert clips here. So Lauren is in there doing homework at the bar, but she's doing her shit. Like this, like I said, this is some shit that we're always used to, so it's really not doing nothing. She's sipping her wine, she's doing her homework. Me, I'm talking to, what do I call him? Sam. Me and Sam, we in each other's face, like sitting down or whatever. We sit in each other's face talking, you know, it is what it is, you know, I'm just listening to him gap, but, you know, it was cute, I guess. But it was cute or whatever. So that's when I see Septum. He was talking to Lauren. They was chopping it up or whatever. So that's when Sam went to the bar to go get another drink. So I'm like, okay, well, let me talk further to Septum because I want him just thinking that me and his homeboy like go together when we damn sure don't. And I know come 8 o'clock, I'm going with another nigga. Right. So, cool. Start talking to Septum. When I start talking to Septum, Septum was cool. Like, I'm like, okay, so yeah, like, you know, tell me about you. He like, yeah, I'm from New Orleans, you know, just typical New Orleans shit. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I'm like, okay, so do you like to go out and stuff? He like, no, I'm not really a party person, but occasionally I'll go to a bar or whatever. So I'm like, okay, no, that's what's up. Like, you seem cool. Like, that's what's up. Like, I told him I don't personally have too many gay friends in New Orleans. He was like, oh shit, like, you know, we could be cool. Like, that's what's up. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. Facts. So me and him, I'm like, yeah, what you drinking? He like, I like Crown and lemonade. Period. So what did we do? Me and him, we went to the bar. We went to go get some more Crown and lemonade. Got the drink, came back, shoved it down. So at this point, I'm like 3 drinks in. So, I mean, yeah, it started to warm up on me. But I'm not tipsy. I'm not drunk. So he like, yeah, let's go play pool after we just had this good conversation. And Lauren just left out the bar, so it's just me, him, and his homeboy. So me, Sam, and Septum. We go play pool. First round, Sam and Septum play. Sam lose, Septum win. So I'm like, damn, you whooped his ass. Shit, let's see if you can beat me in pool. Baby, we play pool about 4 hits in, 4 rounds, 4 trades. Homeboy hit the 8-ball in the hole. So I'm like, oh no, like, girl, you cannot play. So I just start shit talking. But I'm like, okay, like, I don't take it as nothing. Like, you know, I'm just talking shit. It is what it is. So he was like, man, we can run that shit back. It is what it is. But clock finna strike 12, my nigga. I don't know what you talking about. It's 7:45. I'm like, yeah, Sam, it's time to go. Like, you know, I got shit to do at 8 o'clock, so let's head back to camp. Well, not even to camp, back to my living quarters. Cool. So he grabbed Septum. We walking out the building. Now we're getting into the interesting part. Cool. He grabbed Septum. We leave. We're walking out. So yeah, at this point, I done had about 7 or 8 drinks. Now, to be fair, the drinks are not humongous. Like, they're not no, you know, whoa, this bitch act like he on a cruise type shit. Nah, there's some low-key shit. And on top of that, they put a lot of ice. So, yeah. So, this is when shit start getting crazy, bro. This is when that shit get crazy. So, we go outside. So, I'm like, yeah, like, you know what's cool? Like I said, I don't got that many gay friends. Like, you know, I would love to hang with you again. I'm like, yeah, you cool as hell. But I'm like, well, shit, is you even gay? Because, yeah, like, I know you got a septum in your mouth. I mean, in your nose. But I don't know. Nowadays, dudes be having septums in their nose or nose piercings or even color hair. And they be having girlfriends. So, I don't know. So, he like, basically, I'm not gay. I'm bisexual. However, I would never mess with no dude. I never do nothing with no dude. What are you talking about? Like, girl, shut up. So, I'm like, what? So, yeah. I'm like, what are you talking about? He like, yeah, I never, you know, fuck with no dude. But I'm like, okay. But he was like, okay, well, if I could ask you a question now. I'm like, okay, what's up? He was like, okay, so what's the situation with you and my friend, basically? Because how's this even some type of, like, situation, some type of chemistry when y'all both bottoms? Girl, who's the bottom? You're the bottom. So I'm like, well, I don't do nothing in my backyard, but I like to do stuff with my front porch. So that being said, it just don't give bottom these ways. And I told him out of anything, you know, the most manliest men, the YN looking niggas like you, be the ones that be getting their cheeks spreaded like YNs who get their cheeks spread. So I'm like, what? So his ass, he started getting aggressive. He like, yeah, I ain't gonna fake to you. My shit too, you know, what can I say it? My pickle too big for all of that. Like, what you talking about? Like, boy, I'll show you a time for real. Like, what you talking about? I'll make you, you know, do X, Y, and Z and Y, X, and X. I mean, Y. So I'm like, hold on. So we just sitting up there talking shit to each other, but it was cool. Like, you know, it was a healthy conversation. So make it back to the dorm. We talking shit, but I'm like, okay, bro, shut up. Like, it's cool, like, girl, just shut up. So Sam came back to my spot, my living quarters, my actual unit, come get his stuff. His homeboy still popping it. So I'm like, bro, like, shut up. Like, girl, that was like 12 minutes ago. His ass obviously drunk. He not used to drinking. He lied. Homeboy told me he used to drinking. No, you're not. You're not like that. But he said he popping it. I said, boy, come here real quick. Open up my door. Listen. I said, come here. Yeah, you see that Versace robe right there? Boy, I will put a last name on you and make you my bitch. I will put you. Mind you, I'm here with Sam. Like, me and Sam, like I said, we didn't kiss before, like, you know, we getting to know each other. However, Sam is hearing all of this. Sam has not said nothing. So Sam just hearing all of this, like, me and him steady going back and forth. But I'm like, bro, just shut up at this point. And that was his point. He just kept yapping. Shut up. So I'm like, boy, shut up. So I'm like, yeah, it's going to be like 8 o'clock. Like, shit, we got to go downstairs. Cool. Go downstairs. Homeboy called this ugly. We're going to give him a nickname. Piggy. Homeboy Septum called this big black nigga that looked like Bernie Mac from back in the day. Call him on the phone. He like, yeah, friend, look at this dude right here. Yeah, he say he a top. You see talking to this dude, big black ass, ugly ass nigga, like, I don't know what he talking about. Let me show you. He like, yeah, I don't know what he talking about. That ain't on top. That's a whole girl. That's a whole sister. I'm like, yeah, like, you need to shut up. Like, you're not talking about much. Like, and on top of that, your friend on the phone is hideous. So that girl is probably just mad. I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. And on top of that, baby, you just mad because not only did I whoop you in pool, you caught an attitude. You're mad low-key because I asked if you were gay. And it's like, I just wanted to know because I said I didn't have no gay friends. And you was cool at that moment. Girl, that's why I don't have gay friends. They either want to fight or fuck me. As in which, he probably wanted to do both because the whole time at the bar, he's steady looking at me when I'm talking to his homeboy, Sam. Like, I'm interacting with Sam and, you know, Septum steady staring. Like, what's up? I know I look good. I know I look tea, but, you know, I'm here with your friend. As I'm almost exiting the building, well, I wouldn't even say exiting the building, exiting the staircase, he's on the phone with the homeboy, and I'm like, boy, shut up. So he in the AirPod Maxes. He said he popping shit or whatever. So I'm like, boy, shut up before I take them off you. You won't. How come I won't? Bitch, don't play me pussy. Who? Don't test me with a good time. Take them off of them. Yeah, give me those. Boy, shut up talking. You're not saying much and your friend on the phone can't help you because I'm here IRL. So what do? Take the AirPods off him. Boy, shut up. Yeah, you playing too much. You playing too much. I say, yeah, like the same way I told you before you hopped on that phone with your homeboy, that girl, I will make you one of my little niggas. Like, what are you talking about? Because that just got me. It just made me remember, girl, last week. So, I'm like, okay, like, girl, like, you need to shut up. Took him off of him, and then I'm like, okay, well, you steady recording shit on the phone. Well, bitch, I'm gonna make a video of you. I'm gonna put the video right here.
Wait, what's going on?
No, girl, I'm just making sure it's known that my bitch is in Atlanta. My bitch is in Atlanta.
She's recording. No, hold on.
No,
she's recording.
Right now. I'll put a last name on you.
Hold on, because you putting your hands on me,
Bitch,
and I ain't do all that.
I'll put a last name on you, player. I'll put a last name on you.
All right.
Whatever. So, as y'all probably saw from the video, me and him, we was real aggressive. We was real, you know, we was real aggressive with each other, I would say that. But in my case, like, I was just like, boy, just shut up. Like, can you call your Uber already? Because I don't want y'all, and that was my main thing. You know, I did have to go at 8, but they were drinking, and I didn't want to leave them at the bottom of my living quarters in my unit. Well, they were never going to be in my unit. At the bottom of my living quarters, like the lobby area, and them saying that I'm responsible for them when they're heavily intoxicated. Hurry up and order y'all Uber. Like, hurry up and order y'all Uber. So I'm like, okay, they ordered their Uber. They said they can order their Uber, whatever. I said, okay, well, I'm done talking. Your friend on the phone ugly, and Mr. Westwood is out. That's what I told him. Straight like that. Leave out the building. Cool. Go to the car. It's birthday boy. Birthday. Girl. We're not even gonna get into that. But, cool. We're gonna fast forward. Fast forward. I come back in from having a time for me and birthday boy. This girl from upstairs. As soon as I walk in the building, she like, hey, Mr. Westwood. Literally those words. She didn't call me my government name, and a lot of people at this school do call me by my government name. She said, Mr. Westwood, come upstairs real quick. I'm like, okay, what's wrong? She like, yeah, just come here. They was talking mad shit as soon as you left. Who? What do? I run upstairs. Because what are you talking about? Cool. Run upstairs. She like, yeah. The little light-skinned one, you know, the one with the septum, he was like, yeah, basically talking to Sam. He like, yeah, Sam, if you wasn't messing with him, if you wasn't on that with him, he took my AirPods off my head, and I was trying to refrain myself, and I honestly didn't want to get real aggressive with him, but I had to basically show that nigga, like, I wasn't playing with him. You didn't show me shit. I kept reiterating to you that you weren't going to do shit because I'm from the show me state, so you're going to have to show me something. I kept telling him that. But, whatever. She like, yeah, like, you know, did you know them? Like, I seen y'all came in together, but did you even know them? I'm like, yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, that shit weird energy with me. And on top of that, Sam should have been telling his homeboy, like, chill out, it's not that serious. Because, yeah, I just told you to shut up because you're not gonna, Like, if me and you arguing in my living unit, okay, that's one thing. But me and you not going to be out here looking like we hard up getting into it in the bottom of my lobby. You don't know who watching me. All these bitches in here know me as Mr. Westwood. You're not going to mess up my credibility. And I don't even know you. You're a +1. That just taught me I'm not going to mess with homeboy no more. That's all it's told me. I'm not going to talk to him no more. Cool. About a couple hours go by. I turned my location off because I didn't want him having it no more. Whatever. Cool. Now we get into current week. Today is currently Thursday, September 18th. So homeboy hit me up on Tuesday. Again, he only hit me up on Tuesdays because he wanted to either go to Tap Out Tuesday or the Daiquiri Bar. And he's off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So I guess him being off on Tuesday, he want to come out with Mr. Westwood. He want to party like a Barbie. Obviously. He want to come out, party like a Barbie, and then have a whole day to shake back on Wednesday, basically. Before he go play Papa's Pizzeria at his restaurant that he work at. So I'm like, okay, that's whatever. He hit me up. He like, I've been wanting to hit you up, about the situation that happened last week. What made you think that I wanted to talk about a situation that happened last week? A whole week that went by. 7 full days. I don't want to talk about that, nor do I want to talk to you. So he said I was supposed to text/call you to talk to you about last Tuesday for real. But how was your weekend? I texted him. I said, call me when you are. I wasn't done. Type shit. Weird. That shit was weird as hell. What happened with his homeboy, and you need to take accountability. I'm not saying I wanted to stop messing with him because, his homeboy was a drunk alcoholic, can't handle his liquor, septum wearing, YN looking New Orleans native. I didn't have no issue with that. I didn't have an issue with the bull nose, cute dude, however, messed up personality, probably with a terrible credit score and a fucked up life. I didn't have no problem towards him. My problem was with you. You did not tell me or him, not even one time, to chill out on each other like when we was arguing. And my thing is, you got all this mouth any other time. But one thing, you got 30 different opinions that can last 30 hours. So at the time that me and your homeboy get into it, I would have thought you would have told me to chill out because that's your homeboy. You didn't tell me or your homeboy to chill out. That just makes you look like a bitch. And I don't like messing with niggas who are looked at as bitches because then I know I can treat you as such. I tell him, come Wednesday, because that's when I get back in contact with him. We talking, whatever. Get on the phone with him. I'm like, yeah, not gonna lie to you. Yo, that shit weird as fuck. You didn't tell nobody to chill out. And on top of that, yo homeboy, a drunk ass nigga that can't handle his liquor. He like, yeah, I agree with you. My homeboy, that's my homeboy. But we don't hang out very much so often. And on top of that, every time we do go out, we only really have like a max of 2 drinks. It's never been like on some 5+, 7+ shit. So this is honestly a new thing. He was like, but when he talked to his homeboy once said that that was like, it was his bad. Like the Septum took accountability for it. Cause Septum was like, okay, when I do drink heavy, I do get aggressive. But it was like, okay, you do get aggressive, but bitch, I match energy. So I don't care if you got feisty, if you want me to keep it a stack. But he told me that on the phone. And he also told me how basically on the Uber ride home, once I told them to hurry up and order y'all Uber, I got shit to do at 8 o'clock. Septum basically hopped out the car because he was so pissed off because he felt as though that I punked him. I don't feel like I punked Septum. I honestly and truly feel like I did not punk him. I just told him that you wasn't going to talk to me crazy inside of my shit. Is that wrong? Like, I do pay to be in this bitch. But, cool. Asked me on the phone, and I'm coming to an end conclusion because I'm like, one, I'm honestly taking a break from men because let me say that. I'm taking a break from men who reside in New Orleans. Y'all are a lot. I can't do that much with y'all. Like, it just don't do it for me no more. Like, unless you go to Xavier, I don't really want you. My man who go to Xavier, you know who he is. But unless you go to Xavier, I don't really want you. So I don't really want nobody in New Orleans. Like, girl, unless you go to Xavier, I want somebody who resides in Atlanta because that's where I plan to make my move to, either Atlanta, New York, or Las Vegas. But we'll make a video about watch me playing my life with y'all. But to get back to the topic, that's what he told me. And I'm like, okay, you sitting up here talking about everything. Like I told you, if it's one topic, he's going to talk for 30 hours, do 30 different subtopics, subdivisions, but he's not saying where he's wrong. He's like, okay, but I'm not understanding where I was wrong, because I told him to shut up. Told him to shut up. I'm like, okay, but you telling me everything about your friend, but what did you do wrong? Like, what was your mess up? I don't understand what I didn't do wrong. I mean, what I did wrong. This is my first time meeting your homeboy. I don't know your homeboy from a can of paint nor a pot of gumbo. So, I don't know what you thought. I don't know what you thought was going to happen when somebody was going to be talking to me crazy in my shit. Yeah, no. I don't care where you from. And it kept saying, yeah, I'm from New Orleans, baby. I don't care if you Lil Wayne, you gonna catch it too, Lil Tunechi. Yeah. But I told Sam on the phone, in order for you to even think you're gonna come back in my presence, you're gonna have to buy me a seafood boil. I know that sounds so unserious, but that's real. It's real life. I did tell him, okay, if you want to talk to me again, if you want to go to another Tap Out Tuesday, if you want to go to another daiquiri day, or if you want to see me again, no, we're going to have to rectify the situation through a seafood boil. Why? I don't know what. No, men are finna start paying for my time. And as of right now, I mean, I can supply for myself. So I was like, well, hey, if you can give me a card to the seafood spot, get my seafood, and bring me back. I mean, I guess I would tolerate you again. I would never look at you the same. I would never honestly take you serious, but I'll go out for a drink with you again. So I'm like, okay, well, let me milk him for what he's worth. Homeboy then hits me with him. Let's look at the messages. So I told him last night, I said, okay, I'm going to let you sleep on it. Let me know if you're going to take me out. That's the only way Mr. Westwood's going to talk to Sam again. Cool. He ain't hit me up the whole day. So come 5 o'clock today. Oh, let me not show that number. 5 o'clock today. I texted him. Because, baby, I want to know. So I can be ready for next Tuesday when you're off. So I asked him, I said, so you taking me out? He said, I told you that I didn't feel right about taking you out for a seafood boil in that way. I apologized and I wanted to move past it. But I don't think it's going to work since you don't want to scamper my apology. I said, you too emotional. He sends this email, like, picture. I mean, okay, girl, you're too emotional. Like, you talking too much for me. I said, if you can't do what's right, then I can't fuck with you. I really don't give a fuck, and I can move past it. You was weird as fuck for that, but I know. Like, I know now. I said, nigga didn't ask for a Birkin. I asked for an outing. Yeah, if you want my presence again, you want me to come back around you, you're going to have to up something. And in that current moment, I wanted a seafood boil. So you were going to have to give me a seafood boil. Yeah, when we were going to go out, I was going to get the deluxe platter. I was going to get extra egg, extra corn, extra potato, throw some broccoli in there, throw me some noodles, enough for me at least a good day and a half worth of seafood left. And to take it back for me and my hunger to eat. What are you talking about? But homeboy obviously wasn't going because he not cut like that. He not a real nigga. So he said, you asked for a seafood boil when I was being transparent with you about how expensive that sound. And that is not what an apology is. You disregarded that. How come it's not? If you apologize for something, give me an apology gift. Do you think these celebrity girlfriends who get cheated on don't get apologies? Yeah, they do. But they also get an apology gift. I'm not getting treated as if I'm not a celebrity girlfriend at this point because I'm ready to be a celebrity girlfriend. So you niggas will treat me accordingly. He then says, it's okay, wasn't meant to be a part of my journey. Sometimes people are here for only a season. I said facts, and I can't do cheap friendships. Because me and you, we wasn't, like we was talking, we was getting to know each other, but we wasn't like an established relationship, situationship. We knew, you know, when it came Tuesday, I was here for you, you was here for me, and you know, it was what it was. Like, it's cool. He said, that's cool. Okay, period. And then I said, more than cool. And ask for your friend, he can get throat fucked. So, to be fair, like I said, the friend was T. Like, I never would take that away from the friend. Like, he just had a fat ass septum in his nose, and he was a YN, and I really don't like New Orleans YNs because I've dealt with so many. So, I'm really not a fan of New Orleans YNs, so that's why I really wasn't, like, looking at him, like, especially when I kept catching him look at me when I was talking to his homeboy. But what can I say in conclusion? This story time was an overview about why you should not settle for less. Me settling for less would have been me allowing him to come back in my space without him upping anything, without him giving up anything. You gave me a virtual apology. You didn't even have the decency to pop up in my living quarters with flowers, roses, a card, a seafood boil. You didn't have the courtesy nor the manhood to do any of that, and you thought you was going to come back around me? Mr. Westwood? I don't know why you would have thought that, love. You're crazy. That to say, don't let anybody play you. Don't let anybody feel as though that they can be around you without upping anything, especially if they're in the wrong. Don't allow anybody to play on your top. And most importantly, always be you, drunk or not. If you stand on 10 sober, stand on 10 drunk. That concludes this story time. I'm so happy I was able to shoot this video, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we are done filming, baby.